Okay. So we're here with Michaela, who is a patient at Illinois Neuro and Physical Rehabilitation. Michaela, what first brought you to our office?
I was first diagnosed with POTS, what's known as Postural Orthostatic Tachycardia syndrome, and I was told there was pretty much no light at the end of the tunnel. So I got recommended by a family friend of ours to come here, and Dr. George started treating me.
Got it. So for people out there that don't really understand what that is, can you explain a little bit what it was like symptom-wise having POTS?
Yeah, pretty much it is where the blood pools in your legs and your heart starts beating abnormally fast. So I would get runs of tachycardia up in like the 170s, and I felt just like my heart beating out of my chest. And then if I went from laying to sitting or sitting to standing, I would get a really ash color, and I would feel all the blood just go away, and I would feel like I was going to pass out, and I would get really hot and dizzy.
Got it. Kind of scary.
Yeah.
So without the long story, which is pretty awesome, that you shared that previous, you went to a couple different doctors. You're finally diagnosed with this, and ultimately, what was their recommendation for you?
A couple doctors told me I would just have to live with it. Other doctors told me that I would have to increase my water, take salt tablets, and wear support hose, and then from there, that was pretty much it, and get medication.
Got it. And were you in school at that time?
No, I missed. I was in school for like the first 2 weeks, and then from then on, I was out of school.
And so you said you had a homebound teacher.
Yeah, like 2 months after being home, they finally got me a homebound tutor, and she would sit next to the couch with me, and it was through the whole process of not knowing what I had.
Got it. So for a high school student, that's kind of a bummer because you're not seeing your friends, the whole situation kind of...
Yeah, it's really...
Right.
Yeah, it's difficult.
Right. So you came to us about 2 months ago?
Yeah.
You saw Dr. George, and right off the bat, he was a little different than other doctors you've seen?
Yes.
Okay.
I was very confused at first, and shocked, because I did not understand how him looking at my eyes was going to change my heart rate.
Got it. But did you, like right from the very first, when he did the first diagnosis with you, were you able to see what he was finding?
Oh, yeah. Just he would show me everything from what he saw, and he would videotape it, or I could even just feel it. And he would put the heart monitor on me, and within seconds, it was like this feeling of relief almost. And then he's gotten so good now that he's gotten my heart rate like in the 60s, and it almost feels like uncomfortable because my heart rate was so high. So it's a weird feeling.
Right. Which is awesome.
Yes, an awesome weird feeling.
And so right on that very first visit, it's a little bit different, and explaining for people in the audience that it's not like a test where you have to wait days or weeks to find out what's wrong with you or what's he's finding, and let alone to actually have him do something right away and then you feel different right there at that very visit.
Oh yeah, I mean I felt it automatically, and for I don't even know how long I was laying in bed for so many days.
Right.
And then after the first visit, where he just kind of talked to me, he did exercises with me, and it was the smallest thing the next day. I got out of bed by myself.
That's
without
awesome.
my mom having to help me, and it was like really crazy that it was just that small thing.
It's awesome, and I think again, without going too much detail into it, for people at home also that don't really understand that you were pretty much sedentary. You're laying down. You're not doing much. You're horizontal more than you were vertical, right?
Yes.
Right. Which just stinks for any age, but especially for somebody that's a teenager.
Yeah.
And so now it's been almost 2 months of care, and are you still horizontal?
No, I go out almost every weekend. I go out with my friends. My friends will come over now. Even if I'm tired, I'll be sitting up on the couch rather than laying down. I'm moving. I'm going back to school.
Awesome.
I mean, total life change.
Right. Your future looks considerably different than it did 2 months ago.
Yes, way brighter.
Awesome. And that's the thing too. And what we really appreciate is you taking the time to explain your story. And we really want to reach out to more people that have different things outside the normal scope of chiropractic practice. So again, we appreciate you sharing your story. We know that you're still going to continue some therapy here. So
yes.
We hope maybe one day we'll do a follow-up video from here. But thank you again for your time, Michaela.
Thank you.